Hello guys, and welcome to this video for Paper 3, Unit 6.3, Local and Global Resilience. In this video, we'll be taking a look at Oxfam. But before we start, you should be aware that we'll be dealing with some issues with Oxfam that some people might find upsetting. Okay, so in the previous video, we have already looked at WWF as an example of a civil society and established that WWF is an example of a civil society that actually is quite effective beyond just raising awareness. We're now going to look at another civil society, Oxfam, which does have a presence here in Hong Kong. We'll start off by looking at Oxfam promotional video on what they do. Try to think what the Oxfam mission statement might be like from watching this video. Also, as you watch the video, try to think how effective Oxfam will be as actually causing change and improvement in the communities that they work in. Remember, for a civil society to be effective, they're really looking for them to go beyond simply raising awareness or simply raising funds. Let's watch the video through together. Okay, so that gives you some flavour of what Oxfam does. Again, in that video, you can see good evidence of stakeholder engagement and effective things that they're doing there. So they have famine relief, providing emergency food aid for people. But Oxfam goes beyond that, creating opportunities for people. We saw health workers there, so you can see an education. So Oxfam and its work as a civil society links into quite a few areas that can be seen in the SDGs. So there, if you have a look at the vision of Oxfam, a just world without poverty, so straight away SDG 1, I think they're really tightly focused on this. They also talk about human rights. You saw in the video, they also talked about giving people a voice and power. So let's have a look at their mission statement. Purpose is to help create lasting solutions to the injustice of poverty. So it's creating lasting solutions. We are part of a global movement for change, empowering people to create a future that is secure. Remember that word secure. Just, remember that word just, and free from poverty. We work to end poverty locally and globally, making this central to public and political life. You probably guessed it, there are issues with Oxfam. The next video that we're going to show is the disturbing content. So you need to be aware that this has got disturbing content, which some viewers might find upsetting. So viewer discretion is advised on this next one.
Devastated Haiti.
Now expecting her second child, Michel-Ange Gabot is rebuilding her life. She was only 17 when it struck and pregnant with her first baby. ITV News found her living on a hillside. She alleges she became involved in a sexual relationship with the head of Oxfam's Haiti mission shortly after giving birth.
C'est pendant une campagne devant, les hommes devant, à peine se devant, et puis il y a une machine Oxfam là, et puis le camper. Il camper machine là, le gars mal côté, il m'a dit bonsoir, me dit bonsoir, il m'a dit qui doit habiter, il dit m'habiter dans la zone là. Il dit comment m'ka, il dit que ça mot très sexy, est-ce que m'ka aider?
Roland van Houwemeyer was more than 40 years older than her. Michel-Ange claims he regularly had girls to his Oxfam house where he hosted sex parties.
Voilà, someone qui aime ma coelle, comme elle aime lesbienne en pile. J'avais dit, non, c'est maintenant la gare, il n'y a pas 5 filles qui la gare.
He paid for her baby's milk and nappies, support she missed when he left.
Il déménageait et puis après, sécurité a dit ça, et $1 million perdu dans mail qui fait la. Mais il était comme un pile fille. Il était comme un pile fille, un pile whisky, là, dans le club en pile.
Oxfam was told tonight it can't bid for any more government money until the Department for International Development is satisfied it's made the necessary changes. The first step was to apologise to victims.
Really inviting anyone who has been a victim of abuse by anyone in our organization to come forward. I'm here for all the women who have been abused. I want them to come forward and for justice to be done for them.
At the end of a damaging week, Michel-Ange is a reminder of the need to clean up the charitable sector, the need to protect vulnerable young women. Juliet Bremner, News at 10. Okay, so you can see the allegations there are highly disturbing, and so then you've got to really ask the question: if you haven't got those balances and checks within the organisation, how can civil society organisations like Oxfam be effective? So it really questions the effectiveness of this organisation.